Ryan, you've had time to reflect on the Sunderland game. How do you now look back on the performance?
There's nothing not great about a last-minute winner, but when you actually look into the details of it and how well we played at times, yeah, it was a really pleasing performance. Loads of stuff we asked from the players, they did. We asked for that energy, we asked for that enthusiasm, which they gave us. At times we were a bit naive with the press and a bit sloppy with our possession, but we had one day to work with them, so really pleased how they set out to play and how they understood what we were asking.
It's another short turnaround between fixtures. How are preparations going for tomorrow's match?
It's just been really light. I don't think we can do too much. We'll have one day on the grass. It's just about resting, understanding what we did well, and then trying to go again, come up with a plan that we feel will give the players the best chance to win, but understanding it's away from home, not home, so you obviously make tweaks.
How would you assess the support you've received from your colleagues during the last few days?
Yeah, I've got a fantastic network of people around me. Obviously, Dino stayed on from Narcissus. Alex, I've always considered a mentor who I worked with last year, so they've been really good, and the rest of the staff, they're a really good staff who've been very supportive, and I think we've seen that on Sunday.
Viktor Johansson was captain during the game against Sunderland. Is he the sort of goalkeeper that you'd have enjoyed having behind you during your playing days? We
seem to always have, especially when I was a player, we had some top goalkeeper, and he comes in some categories, and he's really helped out the team this year. Listen, we need to make sure he's not working as much as he is, but with the way we played on Sunday, I understood at times we need to make big saves, which he did, but I was willing to take that risk. But yeah, we need to be slightly better at restricting teams to as many shots as we give them, but it's an ongoing process.
Ben Wilmot returned to the centre of defence during that game. How would you assess his performance?
I thought he played really well. I thought in out of possession he showed exactly what he's about. I think it probably suits him playing him on that left where he can hit that bit of a longer ball. I thought he led well. I thought you've seen the Ben Wilmot when he first signed, it looked like a really, really good player. So yeah, really positive. But ultimately I really like Ben, and I think he's got a real good character and he's got a real good energy about him, but also he's a really good player. So we just need to get him in a good place where he's playing like that week in, week out.
Seko and Junho also returned to the side during the game. What were the reasons behind that decision?
Energy, enthusiasm, especially with Seko, and then I think Junho's a really good player. I just think he needs a bit of love, a bit of understanding what we wanted from him. And listen, he wasn't an amazing game, but I think you've seen little bits of, especially we had a 20-minute period in the second half where we were very good, and he was instrumental to that. So yeah, he's a really good player. We just need to give him a platform to play from.
Tom Cannon scored his 10th goal of the season during that match, but what else does he bring to the side?
Hold up play, enthusiasm. He made loads and loads of runs in behind, which probably we didn't use enough, but yeah, he's a very good player, and his goal tally is very good.
You've had a chance over the last few days to work with some of the younger players who've been with the first team squad for the majority of the season. How would you assess how they've developed over the past few months?
Obviously the game time has probably not been as good for Emre as he'd probably like, but you can never undervalue the training every day with the first team, being around it, being in the first team dressing room, and Sol's probably got a little bit more football. They're both young lads, they're getting better, they're exposed, they're always on the bench, so I still think it's been a positive season for both of them.
What have you made of the way Tommy Simpkin and Nathan Lowe have developed at Warsaw this season?
It's been brilliant for them. There was a real consensus before the season to make sure they go out and play football, so both with Tommy, and who's done a few loans, and Nathan, it's been a really important time for them, and they're both flying.
How are we looking on the injury front?
Eric's obviously had the problem before the game, so we'll assess him, and then there's a few other little niggles, but the majority of the lads are fit and ready to go. It's just understanding that, yeah, there's a lot of games coming up, so we might make a few changes.
It's another tough game on New Year's Day away at Burnley. What sort of tactical tweaks will you maybe have to make against them? It's
an away game, so obviously you always have a slightly different mindset, but I think we go with the same enthusiasm, the same understanding what we're good at and what we can bring to the game, but still again understanding what they're good at. So you come up with a plan to hopefully nullify how good they are, but also expose our strengths. So yeah, the same sort of mindset, but some slight tweaks. Another strong travelling contingent at Burnley on New Year's Day. What sort of atmosphere are you expecting from our supporters? That'll be great. The away fans at Stoke always have been. I expect them to come in good numbers. I expect them to get behind us, which they will, and hopefully we can give them something to fight for.